Hey guys, and what's up TFS? It's your girl Funsize, and I'm back with another fun creation. Welcome to another episode on Self-ish, where we learn how to boost our self-confidence through self-discipline by breaking bad habits and unlearning what we were taught growing up. Welcome back to my show. If you are new here, I want to give you a round of applause and say thank you for joining my family. I am Funsize, the proud founder of Funsize Creations. I am Fun Workouts and Funsize Photography. Photography spelled Photography. I just wanted to get on here and show you guys what we have in store for today. We are going to be learning how to smash those big, scary goals into bite-sized chunks. Okay, so sometimes we want to achieve something epic, but even the thought of taking the first step can make us feel like Gandalf on Cliff Edge. If you don't know who I'm referring to, then you may be too young for this podcast. Nonetheless, that's why it's important to break your goal down into smaller, more doable chunks. In another podcast, we went over the significance of breaking down our larger goals into small goals, and this is kind of piggybacking off of that one. So if you haven't checked it out, be sure to check out that episode as well. This way, you'll have a clear plan of action and you'll be able to celebrate every milestone along the way. So breaking down big goals into smaller steps actually helps boost self-discipline, and that is literally all I have been stressing on this podcast, on my YouTube channels, on this Self-ish show. Once you know what you need to do each day to reach your goal, you can stay focused and motivated, and I cannot stress this enough. Every small step you take brings you closer to your bigger goal, which actually helps you build momentum and a sense of achievement. But that's not all. I cannot sit over here and say that you're literally only learn how to boost your self-confidence or build up your self-discipline levels. The process also helps you boost your self-confidence as well, but it will actually help you have some self-assurance, some self-awareness, and you'll also learn your self-value as well while you're doing this. So if you don't already know your core values, then I'm glad that you found this damn podcast. So as you complete each small step, understand that you'll feel more confident and capable. You'll be building a sense of mastery and competence, which leads to a greater self-esteem and faith and your ability to achieve your goals. I don't know why I got tongue tied with that, but yeah, it leads to a greater self-esteem and faith in the ability to achieve your goals. Plus, by setting achievable goals, you'll have more opportunities to celebrate your victories along the way. This is what we're here for. That's the significance of those smaller wins, which keeps you motivated and engaged. So in summary, if you are breaking big goals down into smaller steps, it's a powerful tool for increasing self-discipline and boosting your self-confidence. So by following a clear roadmap and setting achievable goals, you'll stay focused and motivated, leading to greater success and personal fulfillment that you are actually desiring. So yes, today we're talking about that daunting task of turning your big scary goals into bite-sized chunks. But I don't want you to worry because I'm going to make it a little bit more fun and witty so you won't even feel the struggle actually happening. So first and foremost, we need to emphasize the importance of breaking your goals down into smaller and manageable pieces. So it's like eating, let's give examples. I love examples. It's like eating a giant pizza. You don't just shove the whole thing in your mouth. You take small bites and savor each one, right? So similarly, you should break down your goals into smaller tasks as well that you can accomplish one by one, just like that slice of pizza. This will not only make the goal more achievable, but it will also give you a sense of accomplishments with each step that you take. Next, we need to talk about the power of positive thinking, okay? I cannot stress this enough. The outcome of having positive affirmations and being able to talk to yourself in a non-negative tone, I cannot stress the power of that when it comes to achieving your end goals. So we definitely need to talk about the power of positive thinking. A positive mindset can do wonders for your motivation and your productivity. Instead of focusing on how big and scary your goals is, what I want you to do is think about how amazing it will be when you achieve it. Visualize yourself succeeding and use that as a fuel to keep pushing forward. One of the things that I do on another podcast, I told you guys that I actually set timers that go off throughout my day that helps me stay on task. So at 5 p.m., there's a timer that goes off that says it's time for me to dream. And I literally take a break from screens. It says it on my planner for my daily printouts. I also offer those as well if you are looking for one. But daily planners I've made custom and I use them as well. So I print them out after I'm done on Canva. and they give me a timestamp on everything I'm supposed to do to help me stay on task. And in order to honor those timestamps so I can stay on task, I need to set alarms. And not only set the alarms, I have to honor the alarms. So what I mean by visualizing yourself succeeding and using that as fuel to keep pushing forward, at 5 p.m. every day, I visualize my dream, like where I want to be, how I want to be. And I start off with literally telling myself I am standing in my kitchen with an island. I have bay windows. The light is surrounding me. I have nothing but natural light. I'm literally visualizing my end goal, and it's fueling me to keep pushing myself forward. You understand? So that's what I mean when I say you need to actually talk about the power of positive thinking, and creating that mindset can do wonders for your motivation and productivity. So instead of focusing on how big and scary your goal is, just think about how you will feel at the end of it, that how amazing it will be when you achieve it. At the end of the day, you need to be able to be having a goal that's large enough to keep you motivated, but large enough to make you scared as well. You understand? And that right there is how you will actually know that your goal and your end goal, not even your goal, but your end goal is working for you. If you feel like you are getting scared, nervous, but you can't stop yourself from wanting to do it, that's how you know you on the right path, okay? So I want to remind you, last but not finally, I want to remind you that it's okay to ask for help, okay? Like I said, I offer my Lens Queens. For those of you who are new here, my Lens Queens are liberated, empowered, nurturing sisters who decided to quit using excuses. And damn, I just got caught up in my whole joint. I had it down packed too. who decided to quit using excuses and elevating their mindsets when it comes to their self-discipline and nurturing journey. So I definitely wanted to put that up there. I'm so upset. Not even upset, but I'm laughing. I needed that little laugh in myself because I said we was going to make this podcast a little bit fun and witty. So that was fun. But my Lens Queen women are the young ladies who decided to stop making excuses. They wanted help when it comes to their self-love journey and changing and reshaping their mindsets when it comes to experiencing things that they felt as though was a blockage in their mental, that they were growing up believing that society standards were something that they could not fit. So when I literally sit down and think about my young ladies and how I'm teaching them inside of my Lens Queen community, like I'm telling y'all, remind yourself that it's okay to ask for help. There is a Lens Queen community, a private Facebook group that's called Manifesting Your Energy Through Positive Affirmations and Boudoir Photography. I'll probably put it in the voice notes for you guys. But if you are on my Instagram page, it is literally in my links. You on Facebook is all over my Facebook. But this group is filled with some dope ass women who are learning to love themselves before trying to love somebody else. They're a support team for you if you need the extra help. We are there motivating and inspiring one another to keep going. We're dropping daily affirmations to help us stay on task and stay motivated. So like I'm telling you guys, I cannot stress this enough. Being a mindset coach and boudoir photographer, it is not just clicking a button. It's not just reaching out to people and going to seminars. It's literally me turning my whole, I want to say turning a new leaf, for lack of words, and learning that the love that I am looking for, that I also need to be actually embodying myself. So I, too, have a problem when it comes to asking for help. And I will say that this was probably before I started my self-love journey a year and a half ago. Now I understand that there are things that may have hindered me in my past because I had that mindset of, okay, well, maybe let me do it on my own, or maybe let me just wait until I have this. And then I've learned that I am going in a waiting loophole. And I'll explain that in another podcast. But the waiting loophole is what my end goal is to get out of. And that's why I started even coming up with the Facebook group chat, because I wanted someone else other than myself to be able to hold myself accountable, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure it does, but that's the reason why I did the group, so I can have the help and the accountability partners to not only make sure I'm saying what I need to be said so the world can receive it, but I'm also living it and I'm embodying it and not just being a walking contradiction. You know what I'm saying? So, like I'm stressing to you, I want to remind you that it's okay to ask for help. Don't feel like you have to do everything alone. Reach out to friends, family, or even a professional for support and guidance. Sometimes having someone else to bounce ideas off of or hold you accountable can make all the difference. And honestly, that's all I have for you. It's like, there you have it. Breaking down your goals into bite-sized chunks, maintaining a positive attitude, and seeking help when needed are the keys to smashing those big, scary goals. And remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. So enjoy the ride and have fun along the way. And like I said, hopefully you learned something from this podcast as a takeaway. And if you are looking for more ways to fall in love with your self-love journey and you don't want to wait for a podcast, check me out over on my YouTube channel at Funsize Creations, where you can see me and all of my facial expressions and my shenanigans. You can also check me out over on TikTok at Funsize Photography, so you can check out some of my portfolio work, as well as I'm getting everything together with teaching you guys how to boost your self-confidence through creating self-discipline. So literally, that's the end of this podcast. I'll leave it right there, even though I'm going to add the outro right about now. With that being said, guys, if you are looking for help on your self-love journey, you are looking for an accountability partner or someone who can actually give you that little push that makes you feel like, if I just had that little bit of help, that little bit of energy, that little bit of courage, that step-by-step program and process that can help me, you are in the right place. And I want to say thank you for being a part of this team. With that being said, guys, I'm going to end this off how I end off all of my videos by saying, be you, do you, and be true. But more importantly, remember, learn to love yourself before trying to love someone else. Get out of here and do one thing today that will get you out your comfort zone, because somebody has to say it. Later for now, guys, and brrr.